It is officially grass volleyball season. That's right, the Rumble, the Smash, Wapaka. If you want to get a little bit better for this upcoming grass volleyball season, this video is for you. Let's lock in, baby. This video is going to cater a little bit to grass triples and quads. That's what I like to play a little bit more than doubles or sixes if you happen to play that. And I'm also a setter, so this is kind of going to focus a little bit on setting, reviewing some of my sets and seeing what we can learn and how we can help your game as a setter or just as a player overall. So let's dive right in. The first point I want to make is about setting with speed. Whether you're setting middle, right side, outside, setting with speed gets you one-on-ones. It frees up your hitter, and if you get a good pass, I like to run tempo because I think it makes the hitter's job a lot easier to put the ball down. So in this play here, we get a good pass from Sam, and he quickly transitions out to the right side and puts this ball down. Now if we slow this down a little bit, you can see when the ball's in my hands, I get back to a good neutral position where it looks like I can set anyone here. I can set the middle, I can push it to the outside, but ultimately I turn on that inside shoulder for a little bit more speed, and that ball is up there in Sam's hitting pocket before the block is even up or established. And part of that is on the set, because as you can see, as I make this set, there's a slight bit of hesitation from the blocker, from Matt, and that slight hesitation is the difference. Volleyball is a game of inches and seconds, and every little speed nugget that you can get as a setter is going to be good. Now, focusing on speed here, it's not always the trajectory. Trajectory can sometimes mean speed, and a lot of times it does, but the way the ball comes out of your hands, the quickness that it comes out of your hands is a big determining factor in how quick that set's going to be where the hitter wants it. And generally, it's a lot easier to hit if it's got a little bit more float under the ball, just coming at a little bit quicker pace. So keep that in mind. All right, number 2 tip here, all about getting one-on-ones. One of the reasons why I love quads and triples is because you can really get creative, because there's usually only 1 or 2 blockers of a little bit of a deceptive move to get a one-on-one or a 1-on-0. So in this play, we get a good pass from Sam, and I don't recommend doing this, but I'm facing perpendicular to the net here, which I think kind of confuses the blockers, and then push that ball out to Allen on the outside and get him a one-on-one, pretty much a 1-on-0, because by the time he contacts his ball, Roger's not really in good position. But this is because this is a set that I trust. I know I can make this set, and I know that if I get a one-on-one with Allen out there, chances are we're going to get a kill. So creativity, although I recommend getting square to the ball in outdoor, like I said, there's not that third middle blocker. So if you try to pull this move off in indoor, that's probably going to be a house by the middle, but you can get away with it in outdoor and get a little deceptive, get a little tricky, and see if it works. One of the other beautiful parts about outdoor is, as a setter, you are pretty much front row all the time, playing threes, generally playing fours, depending on where your rules are. So take that and use it to your advantage. You can see in this play here, we get a recycle ball, which brings that second contact to me in transition, and I go up and fake the attack, which pulls that blocker. And Sam's hard enough when he's one-on-one. When you get a pretty much 1-on-0, that ball's going straight into the dirt. But remembering that you can be an option, or you can fake yourself as an option when setting to free up your hitters. It's an extra layer that the blockers have to think about. If they see it once, it's always going to be in the back of their mind. So try and add that little element into your game if you can. Last tip is just a simple one, and it's all about just setting a hittable ball. Wherever the ball is on the court, finding a way to get that set into a place where your attacker can attack it. There's going to be good passes, but there's also going to be bad passes. Some will bring you off the net, some will bring you left and right. It's your job as a setter to get your feet there and give them a chance to make a play. And in grass, sometimes it's as simple as just bump setting this. You can see on this play, I get a ball that brings me all the way to the outside, but just stay relaxed through it. You know, there might be 2 blocks up on this because it's so slow developing, but Alan's able to find the gap and find a kill. And it doesn't always have to be creative, deceptive, tricky. When it's not the best pass, make it simple, make it sweet, and put it down. Really good there. The last point I want to make is about knowing where your hitters want the ball. This is much easier when you know your hitters and you play with them a lot. But even if you are just playing with them for the first time, take a couple reps, figure out where they like to hit the ball, because more often than not, if you can put it in that same spot over and over again, it's going to make them more confident and you're going to get kills and everyone's going to be happy. In this first example here, I know Matt likes to split the block a lot. Matt's often going to find 2 blockers in the middle and quads, so I know he likes that ball in the middle to try and split that block, and doing it with good speed too, kind of a 1.5 ball here. Even when he passes it is where he likes it, and it often leads to good things. Another one here, I know Andrew likes to come in with pace and really want a 1-ball tempo, which is fantastic as a setter. When you can trust someone's going to always be good with their timing. Even if I'm pulled off the net, I know he's going to be there and he's an option for me and he can catch the blockers off guard. So finding him with good height off the net where he can get a rip and turn this ball back to 1 is something that I've noticed that he likes and leads to good things. Next play here, I really like this set when you take a couple steps back and then push it out to the outside. It's one of my favorite sets to make. I think it just is really unpredictable and tends to work a lot. But speaking of location here, I know Alan loves this ball. I mean, who doesn't love a ball like this? The blocker's inside, you get the whole line and Langle. If I can get that ball hit to Alan consistently, I know we're gonna side out pretty often. So this is the location that I'm trying to hit for Alan on the outside. And then last clip here, this is my first time playing with Sam, but right away I knew I wanted to set him with a little bit more speed than anyone else because he contacts the ball so high. So if he can beat the block, it's going to be a kill 90% of the time. Even in transition, getting that ball out of my hands quickly, and you can see he's contacting the ball before the block is even up. So when you do that, it leads to kills. You look like a good setter, and it's a lot of fun. Grass is so much fun. It's one of my favorite sports to play, one of my favorite ways to play volleyball, and I hope these tips and tricks help you as a setter, or maybe some visual cues as a hitter. If you got questions for me, hit those comments. We're ripping videos for the rest of summer, so lots more to come. Let me know what you want to see, and that's all I got for today. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.